Hello everyone, thank you for joining us on another video. Dave and Alex here from the Hyperspace Vault. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified series of Mutt and Junkyard. Alright, I hope everybody's doing well out there. Today we're going to take a look at Mutt and Junkyard of the G.I. Joe Classified series. If you watched our Kentuckiana G.I. Joe Winterfest video we did last week, we featured, at the end of the video, we featured a haul. And this was in the video. We picked up this set at Miso's Game Room and Collectibles. They had a booth set up at the show, and we also visited their store after the show and picked this up. So if you haven't seen that video, click on over to that video and watch it if you want to. We'll leave a link down below and maybe a card up above here. All right, before we get this unboxed, let's go over the box here. And of course, this is a deluxe figure because it comes with the dog and all these accessories. And man, look at all these accessories. You got multiple sets of hands. You got several like goggles, his helmet, an M16 rifle, a pistol, a nightstick. The dog has an alternate head. Very nice looking set. And on the back here, we have some photography with the figure posed. So very nice.
There's an alligator in the background.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, and this is taken directly, or I want to say taken directly from the animated series episode Cobra's Creatures, where Cobra develops like some kind of device that that takes over the minds of animals and turns them against G.I. Joe. Junkyard was one of the animals that got zapped with that machine or whatever, and he turned against Mutt, and that was a pretty good episode. I remember that one pretty well. I think it was from season 1, if I'm not mistaken. So Mutt had to fight off Junkyard, and it was yeah, a pretty cool episode. Kind of sad too at the same time.
Bit off more than you could chew, huh? Junk! Oh no! Junk, you hear me, boy? Oh, you gotta be okay. You're all right, aren't you? Aren't you, boy? No! No, boy! Don't!
All right, so let's get this unboxed. All right, so we have both figures unboxed, and this is a really cool set. I really like how they did this. Mutt looks like kind of like the original G.I. Joe figure, which I really like that they do that. I don't like them going radically different on these characters. I like to see them represented as they were back in the 80s. And this looks pretty close to what he looked like in the original form, with the red, with that vest, that tactical vest, and the red stripe, like top to it. Looks really cool. He kind of has the classic G.I. Joe helmet, and then we get a bunch of accessories. He's got goggles, he's got a mask, 2 weapons, a nightstick, multiple sets of hands. So this is a really nice figure, a really good looking figure. I kind of wish he came with an alternate head sculpt with a normal looking face, kind of like how we got a happy dog face here. And then a aggressive or mad dog getting ready to attack. And I kind of wish that he would have came with the same kind of, 2 different heads. That way you can pose them both together. Now we're going to take a closer look at the figure and dog. And Alex is going to go first with the dog. Alex?
This dog is pretty cool. It's pretty detailed. It has, a whole lot of articulation for a dog. Or really, I guess it just has a whole lot of articulation because I don't think I've ever really had a dog action figure before. But yeah, the mouth does not open. I was wondering that too, but no, it doesn't. If you want the mouth to open, you're gonna have to pop off the head and put the other one on. And then he has like this really cool like green harness thing with a handle on top. And I like that collar he has there. But yeah, he has some head articulation here, and then also some like neck articulation right where like the neck meets the harness. And then like all of his like his knee, at least I think that's his knee, it might be his elbow. And then like his paws. His paws are like they're sculpted down there. So yeah, and it's like it's pretty cool because you could get him into like a running pose or like a sitting pose or a laying pose. So yeah, it is it's pretty cool what you could do. And there's what he looks like with the happy face. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm really surprised with the amount of articulation they put in the dog. I know Snake Eyes, there was 2 different sets with Snake Eyes that came with Timber, and we didn't pick up either one of those, so we don't really have a dog to compare it to, but I would say the Timber is probably the same way, but this looks really cool. All right, let's take a closer look at Mutt, and you can see here we have him with some of his accessories. Like the knife here that goes into his tactical vest. You can pull it out. His pistol's in the holster and it fits nicely. I love the green on the pistol. That looks really, really nice. Looks like the military Glock version, but this mold is not a Glock, but I'm just, the green on it reminds me of that, or the brown. And then he comes with the M16 rifle. Looks really nice. And of course we have his helmet on here. The helmet is like a classic G.I. Joe design helmet from the vintage figures. And we've got his goggles here wrapped around his helmet. He does come with another set of goggles. And I'm assuming that these are for like if you have the helmet off or if you want to mount the goggles over his eyes. They're a little bit smaller. And then he also has a mask here that you can put on, which is pretty cool. Then looking at the back of the figure, you have a peg hole for a backpack. He doesn't come with one, but you can, I guess, attach somebody else's backpack on there if you want to. And he has a utility belt that is a separate molded piece and with pouches. Looks like pepper spray over here. Looks really nice. Here's a close-up of the head sculpt, and you can kind of see that he's
kind of looks like Freddie Mercury.
Ready for action. And let's check out the articulation here. The head is on a double ball joint. You got plenty of movement there. You got butterfly shoulders. And you got a double jointed elbow. And all the joints are pinless on this figure. Going down, you do have a torso crunch, side-to-side movement. And then we have ball joint hips. Another double jointed knees are back. First time I've seen these double jointed knees that are pinless. I don't know how many figures they've been on. And then down here you have his boots. He does have the upper thigh swivel too. Some of the newer figures are missing that. And then he has his lower shin swivel. And of course his boots are on a ball joint swivel. So really nice articulation with this figure. And the details are amazing. Now one thing I want to criticize about is this arm. They've printed, what I guess like arm hair on here. And it just does not look good. I mean, if it was like a gradual thing, but it's just a big blob on his arm there, and then there's none anywhere else. So that doesn't look good at all. Just might as well just leave that his arm plain. I think they're just trying to do too much there a little bit. And the same way with like the tattoos. Like he doesn't have any tattoos. He does have some chest hair sticking out there, and I guess they just kind of tried to make him a little hairy. But yeah, like the tattoos they did on Roadblock, I didn't like those at all. They just covered his whole arms up and down with tattoo looking things, and it wasn't a good look. I mean, maybe one little tattoo here or there, but would look better than everything being covered. And the same way with this. If this was more subtle, I would say it would probably look better. Now, like on his face, I don't know if the camera's picking that up. He does have kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow, and it does look pretty good the way that they did that. Now, they could have done his arms like that, and it would have looked much better than this like printed hair that they tried to do. I just don't think it looks very good. All right, so yeah, altogether, this set is pretty cool, I gotta say. The dog and the figure are both excellent. Alex, how would you rate them?
I think I'll give them a 10 out of 10. I don't see anything really, majorly, like any major flaws about them or anything. They're pretty good, I think. Especially with the dog, the articulation on the dog is really nice. And they're going to look really cool on the shelf.
Yeah, I'm going to rate this set 5 stars. It's an excellent set. I highly recommend it if you're collecting the G.I. Joe classified figures. And, I never had the original figures of these two characters, but I always loved the representation in the animated series. They were featured quite a bit, and really cool to have them now in the modern classified line. So I think Hasbro did a really good job representing these, recreating these two characters in the classified line, and I like that they went with a conservative, look and how they appeared originally, and not some crazy looking figure like they do some of the like early on when they were doing classified. So this is really cool, and I hope to see more original figures done in this style. All right, guys, thank you for joining us on this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please give this video a like and help our channel out. Subscribe to our channel if you're new here. And leave us a comment down below. Tell us what you think of the G.I. Joe Classified Mutt and Junkyard set. Alex, take us out.
Yo, Joe.